Okay, guys, hold on. I got a couple I wanted to get on here, but I got to go grab two things, but I'll be right back. Guys, I got a lot to talk about today. I got some things. So listen, here's the thing. I don't think people realize how socially inept, mentally inept they really are. People are, I'm surprised in 2019. Let me just say it. I'm sorry, but white people are silly in 2019. So just as an example, okay, so I'm 53. I was born in 1966. So if you're white and I'm black and we're sitting in a room together and you start playing music on your phone, should that be like, yo, I want to kill a nigga. Let's get some niggas. Where's the, I mean, nigger is this word that like you just really don't play with it. Like, I don't know what is wrong with people. And I hate to attack West Virginia, but there's some dumb bitches in West Virginia. There's some socially inept. The education level in the smaller, less rural areas is, I mean, it doesn't exist. I find myself being, feeling like I just want to like live my life like this. Like I don't want to move. Like I can't speak because I know me personally, if I speak, like, pretty much all bets are off. And so there's like a couple things for me, my kid and the word nigger. They're like, those are all bets are off things for me. Like I'm a very controlled person. I am a very mature person, but I can tell you my son and the word nigger, and I don't know. Like, I just don't know. Um, what's kept me most of my life from really just running up in somebody's ass is I don't want to be somebody's bitch for the rest of my life. I'm strictly dickly. I don't want to have to be somebody's girlfriend. I don't want to be. I want to sweep with brooms. I want to use plungers for toilets. Like I don't want apparatuses inside of my body. So I've, um, you know, but you ever just be around people that are so ignorant that you know that you can't guarantee your own behavior. Like you can't guarantee what you'll do. And see, with me, I don't know if people think it's fear or if they think I'm soft, but in reality, it's me saying I have to stay away from you so that I don't fuck your whole world up. Like I have to have no contact with you. I have to have no communication with you simply because your ignorance scares my physical being. You know what I mean? And so, and then you run into like, have you ever been bored? Surround yourself with 20 bored women who they would even wonder what's in the cup to the point where they would look. I mean, bored. And then you got the young ones that are, like 20 and they still don't understand that selling ass is a really bad idea. You ever met a 20-year-old that thinks they're cute and they think selling ass is part of the cuteness? No, selling ass is part of the whoreness. And then you have the, you have the that song games people play. Like, there are people that are they're comfortable. I'm on my ball. They're comfortable calling you a bitch at 9:05 and then running into you at 9:10 going, "Hey girl." They're comfortable being a fake, a phony, a fraud, a liar, a drug addict, an alcoholic. They're totally comfortable in this ugly behavioral. I am realizing what a true anomaly I am as a person, because I can't talk about you and to you. If I think you're a bitch, I have to relay that to you, either in words or in my actions, or the fact that, if you're in the elevator, I'll step off the elevator. I don't even want to breathe the same air as you. And I don't mind doing that for you to know that I'm doing it because I don't want to be in the elevator with you specifically. So if it's me, you, and 5 other people, I just stay in the elevator because my point isn't made. But if it's me and you alone, I'm definitely stepping off the elevator because I want you to know that it's you personally that I can't stand, that you revolt me, that you make me sick to my stomach, that you make me want to take my finger and, like I have some like an eating disorder that I don't really have. So and when somebody really, I was at a resources fair last week, and a minister conducted it, and he refilled my tank. I was at a point with this certain group of women that I was never going to say anything to them because that's what they want. But I was at this point with them where they were starting to make me sick. Not sad, not depressed, but literally like physically sick to my stomach. And so I go to this seminar, and the pastor is zeroing in on how I'm feeling. And he refilled my emotional tank. He refilled my spiritual tank of, I am not going to go to hell because you're ignorant and I can't take your ignorance. I was called another friend of mine, and I said, I need to talk and come over. I said, I don't want to go to hell over a bunch of women. And she's like, well, why do you think you would do that? And I'm like, well, because I can't stand them. I can't stand being around them. I can't stand their negative energy, and I can't make myself be able to stand them. And she kind of really helped me. I don't hate any of these women. I feel sorry for them. And I look at my life. I look at my wall. I have 2 walls of fame. I have thousands of pictures. I don't know if you guys saw, but I got invited to set up my nail line at the in Los Angeles at the Emmys, Oscars, one of those. But no can do on that one. But what I'm struggling with is I absolutely will not be something I'm not, and that is kind. Okay, so let's say your name is Sammy, and Sammy is friends with Tammy. And Sammy told me that Tammy's a bitch, a crack addict, a liar, a snake, a dog. Okay, so we got Sammy and we got Tammy. And let's say Sammy told me that Tammy's is all this. And then next thing I know is I see Sammy and Tammy high-fiving, kicking it, and dogging me. And then Tammy's saying that Sammy is a prostitute and a drug addict and a crack addict. And then you got, let's say, Loretta. You got Loretta making fun of Mary because Mary's got a limp or fat or listen, when I know, and I have personally, I'm on my exercise ball, heard, watched, and seen you completely dog out someone, I know what you're going to do to me. So I'm not fucking with you. Because if you'll dog out Sammy, Tammy, Loretta, and Mary, and then y'all be sitting around together having tea, why are people so desperate for friends that they'll do anything? And just because you're bored doesn't mean you should intrude on someone's life. Doesn't mean you should lie on someone. Doesn't mean you should gossip about people. Doesn't mean you should be a hater. Hey, you know how you deal with haters? You live your best life. You don't argue with haters. You don't respond to haters. You don't give haters anything. You just live your best life. That's all you do. I mean, you ever, walk into a room full of haters? You hear throats being cleared, coughs, all different forms of body languages, noises, nostril cleansing, throat clearing. I mean, they don't have the balls to really say anything to you because they don't have balls, because they're two-faced, backstabbing pieces of shit. So they do take the coward's way. And people would say to me, well, if you feel that way, why don't you tell them? Why would I care? The only reason I care, the only reason I'm making this video is because I'm hoping that somebody else out there in the world that is having this experience or being part of the experience. If you're a hater, you know you're a hater. If you're a jealous-hearted person, you know you're a jealous-hearted person. Just stop. Just leave people. If you don't like someone, just leave them alone. Just stay the fuck away from them. Just don't say nothing to them. Just whatever. Just find something else to do with your life besides be miserable and try to take other people with you. Do you know what I mean? And by all means, if you want to say something, make a video. Write a book. I'm writing a book. I'm including this portion of my life right now, so it's going to delay the book by another month or so because I decided to include right now what's happening in my life right now. I have no doubt that it's going to be a bestseller, and I'm also going to get my certification in personal training, and then I'm also going to get a certificate in motivational speaking. So I'm going to start traveling a little bit, probably next year. I have to do some coursework, and I have to set up the books and the tuition and all that type of stuff. But I'm really going to take some of my knowledge, and I'm going to travel, and I'm going to teach people and talk to people about ugliness and hatefulness and jealousy and haterism and nosiness and just the real things in life that nobody will talk about. Just being a jealous-hearted bitch and what that means and how that can affect you and how that can make you such an ugly person and how you can take a decent, kind, and loving, caring person and make them ugly too because they can't stand you. I don't know if that makes sense or not, guys, but I'm not saying you have to love everybody or hate everybody, but I'm just saying leave people the fuck alone. Like, leave people alone. Like, mind your own business. Like, why does it matter what's in my cup? It's coffee. I'm not a drug addict. You are. I'm not a cocaine addict. You are. I don't smoke weed, you do. Nothing's going to be in my cup but coffee. Now, your cup is the questionable cup, but I don't give a fuck about that. See, I don't care what's in your cup. I hope you drink more of it so you go pass out so I don't have to see you. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but you guys, you have a rockin' awesome day. I'm going to do a Facebook Live now, but I want this to be out everywhere and on YouTube. You guys have a rockin' awesome day. And if my haters, Haley, Selena, if you two bitches happen to run across this, could you do me a favor and go yourself? Or for money, or each other, because God knows what you two are capable of. And hepatitis C, I don't think it's curable.